Okay, I don't get why no one knows about Hiriketiya. Hiriketiya is a small town on the south coast of Sri Lanka, and it's the perfect place for digital nomads. There are beaches, there is nature, there are a lot of cafes to go to. And with all of that, it still feels like a hidden gem. The biggest reason we got here to Hiriketiya is the digital nomad lifestyle. Unlike other places in Sri Lanka, this is the place where everyone comes to work and live and not leave in 2 days, for example. Sometimes it can be difficult to make friends because everyone is leaving after 2 days. So it's really nice that I feel like there are more people staying here for longer. And it's small enough to walk everywhere. So everything is on walking distance and you don't have to rent a motorbike. And it's also a good reason to stay healthy and active here while you're traveling. So yeah, me as a digital nomad, I really like Hiriketiya, and that's also why I wanted to talk about the 5 best cafes to work from, but also just the 5 best cafes here in Hiriketiya. And at the end of this video, I will decide if Hiriketiya is even better than Bali, where I spent most of my digital nomad time. So keep watching if you want to know about that. I'm gonna start with my top 5. So I'm gonna start with the 5th, and that is Bahir. And Bahir is a nice cafe at a perfect location. It's close to the beach, you have a nice atmosphere, you can get a good coffee. I saw a few people working from there, but I must admit that it's not really, you don't really have a lot of shade, for example, so you don't really have a lot of plugs to plug in. I love the cafe, but it's not my favorite cafe. But it's a really good cafe to just have a coffee, have some breakfast and maybe play some cards or something like that. And then you have a cafe called Clicks. Clicks is like a co-working space. There are a lot of co-working spaces here in Hiriketiya. You can stay there, you can also just work there. Okay, I was trying to get into Clicks today to have some work done, but it seems like they are closed, or I can't really find the door or the opening, and I walked around and stuff. So unfortunately I can't go in and I can't check it out, but I heard from friends that it's a good place to work from. You have to pay a little bit to have some Wi-Fi and you get coffee. So it must be a good place, but unfortunately I can't show you more than this. Now number 3, Dots. And Dots is the place to go here in Hiriketiya. If you didn't go to Dots and you did go to Hiriketiya, you missed something. And that's just because everything is happening at Dots. Parties in the evening, breakfast, you have good lunch, you have good dinners. Besides that, in the last 2 years they also built a co-working space. So there is a small room for people who just want to work. You get some water, you get good Wi-Fi, you don't have to pay for the Wi-Fi yet. So that's a big plus. And it's just a really nice social atmosphere. So yeah, Dots is also a really good place to go. The only bad side about Dots for me is that the prices are a little bit on the high side. Talking about the prices, just like last week, I will send an email on Wednesday with the prices and details and links and photos and everything. If you want to know more about that, make sure you subscribe to my email list, and you can do that in the link in the description. Then my number 2 cafe, and that is Mond. And I was really doubting of putting this one on number 1 because I love Mond. Mond is my favorite place to start the day. They have such good coffee, the view is all you ever want. You're literally just having your morning coffee, looking over the ocean, some palm trees, some monkeys playing. It's just amazing. But it's not the best place for co-working, so it's not the best place to work from. The chairs are not that comfortable and the Wi-Fi isn't that good. But Mond, you really 100% have to go to Mond when you are in Hiriketiya, 100%. Okay, and then my number 1 is a place called Verse. And this is also the place that we really wanted to stay, but it was fully booked. Verse is a co-working space, so you can stay there, you can work there, you can have lunch there, but it's next to the beach and they have good Wi-Fi. You do have to pay for Wi-Fi. You pay, I will say that in the email. The coffee is good. The lunches are good, but also a little bit on the pricey side. You can have meetings in a small room just for yourself. There is a lot of plugs. If you want to work as a digital nomad, try to stay there. Just go there as much as you can because it's a really amazing spot. Okay, then, is Sri Lanka better than Bali? My answer is No, not for me right now, and that's just because I love the slow-paced life here, but if I want to stay longer, for example for 3 months, then I'd rather go to Bali because there's more to do. But if you really are looking for the slow-paced life, just going for a surf, then work, then I would highly recommend Sri Lanka and especially Hiriketiya. So for me right now, Bali is still my favorite, but I think in 2 years it will be more developed here, and then this could be my favorite place to be. That was it for this video. That was it for my favorite cafes here in Hiriketiya. And the next video, I'm just gonna vlog a bit. So I'm just gonna show you what the reality is of living as a digital nomad here in Sri Lanka. And there is something super excited happening in the next week. I think I'm gonna tell you what it exactly is in the next video. So you just have to see the next video. Let's just say it like that. Okay, that was it, and doei! Bye!